Hey guys, Dave here, Broken Block. How you doing? Got some projects going on still. Working on the big block job. Uh, get all the rods done. The oil pump and everything else is done in it. All the rockers, everything's all set up, ready to go. So all I gotta do is put the pan on. Uh, do a last torque up in here for the gears. All I do is zip them in there for just so I can get it dialed in with the wheel over here. The Ford job came in. I'm not happy with it. The 302 block. Going over it, and I am not happy with it, so I gotta send it back. I already called the shop up, and he agreed that he missed a few things that I asked him to look over, and he's gonna get that taken care of for me. Because it's not right. It's not right. So you're gonna have to correct that. But Christmas is coming, y'all, and there ain't a whole lot of anything going on right now other than people I've noticed being. Sorry, I ain't got a GoPro. Customer got me one, and I just haven't used the program yet. I wrote a guy on the internet who uses GoPros all the time. He hasn't wrote back. I don't know what his problem is. I mean, everyone gets busy. I got to work on that too. That's a mess. But there's so much going on. But yeah, thanks to one customer for he watches the YouTube channel. And if you're on here, make sure you subscribe and hit like. And it's supposed to be helping me out and stuff like that. At least that's what I'm told. Alright. But if you like my channel, you don't, then go on. Do what you do best. It's not for everybody. I had a lot of people on here for a long time. But then I stopped doing the political stuff, and all of a sudden they started falling off. So that told me that I was feeding their conspiracy theories and not feeding their mind. You know what I mean? And okay, those are the lifters for the other job. So I think it's a good choice to shut that down. That part of it. I'm not happy with what's going on, but I'm not going to sit there and feed your fears. I just know this much. Something's rotten in Denmark, right? But hopefully, after I get these done, I can get back on the gasser project. That's what I want to do. I'm getting healthier on my back. Debating on the surgery or not. I get hit and misses on it. Something about carving me up like a Christmas ham, putting a cadaver bone in there at the L4, L5. That's where I'm at. I do lift, to I lift a lot of heavy iron around here. Cylinder heads, engine blocks, crankshafts. And for a motor guy, it's a must. You got to be able to do it. But then they say it's, the 50-50 shot is going to help me. And it's like, well, I guess I have to decide if I want to do it or not. Do I live with a little bit of pain, or do I shut my pie hole and get it done? What are your thoughts? Leave something in the comments. Yeah, I smoke. You don't like it? Piss off. And I haven't had my COVID shots either, and I'm not getting them. I've ate enough dirt as a kid. So my immune system's pretty damn good. I don't need to put a virus in me to make me avoid a virus. I just got done losing a friend of mine. He was healthier than I was. Had all the shots done when he first come out and all that crap. Same age. Well, same situation. We went to high school together. Worked at a steel mill together. He's dead. Complications of COVID. What does that tell you? You know, is it a disease? Yeah. Is it man-made? Yeah. We never had this problem back then because they weren't playing with biomechanics and chemicals and DNAs and things like that. That's why we didn't get sick and no one died. You know, at least not from that. And all we had to deal with was the flu. So you suck it up, cupcake. You went in there and put the Vicks on your chest and worked it out for about 2 weeks. Let this go through your system and build up immunity again. Orange juice is your best friend. Some say no. Or, you know, and chicken soups and mine is wasabi. When I couldn't breathe, I take a big old spoon of wasabi. Oh my God, it burned in your melon, but I'll tell you what, you can breathe. You can actually get something done. Take your Tylenol, your Advils, and your Dayquils, your NyQuils, and just do the routine, you know, and just relax, sit in bed. Don't forget to get up and do at least a sit-up or two and a couple push-ups or sit-ups. You know, it'll help your body as you're sick, you know. But really disappointed in a lot of people out there. And that's okay. It's their business. A lot of people let me down. And those ain't friends. I should have known better. They ain't friends at all. You know. Try to strike up a conversation, end up being played a fool. Yeah, that's okay. But yesterday I got to visit my son, so I got to visit him. And he's not doing all that well right now. He's got a situation going on over there. It's nobody's business but his. But I love the boy to death. I want him to see the best ways and have the best life than I ever had. And he's leading down the right road. Just people complicate things, and they're foolish for doing that. But I want to get my gasser going. I got to get that done. All I got to do is just build the engine for it. Everything else is done on the car. I just haven't decided if I'm going to go Hillborn straight. Do I want to go blown? Hillborn. Carbureted. Stick shift or automatic. I got an auto in there now, reverse shift, 4 hydro, 3800 stall. And it's been serving me well. So I don't know. Got a lot of decisions to make on that car in there, in the other shop. But yeah, this is the engine room back here. This is all engine and axles. This is where I cut down the axles, building pigs, do the engine work. Down there is all the powder coating ovens and stuff like that. That's that big white door. That's damn thing real deep and real wide, so I can do heavy, big wheels. You know, I had a customer come in with some wheels, and he wanted powder coated this chocolate brown for his Impala. And they came out really good. He liked it. He had some wheel company take steel wheels, and they were what do you call it? Rally wheels, the Chevy Rally wheels. And he ended up having them cut in half and extended in the back. I mean, that thing's got some meat on it right now, so it looks kind of cool. He asked me if I can powder coat them instead of doing the matte silver that they use, or Rally silver, whatever they call it now. But yeah, it looks pretty cool. And I did the front ones too, and those there he went with a 7 wide in the front. Or no, wait, he went 4.5. Yeah, 4.5. And the back ones were 12.5, I think, or something like that. It was real wide, but he put the low boy tires on it. It's like, that thing rides like a brick, let me tell you. There's no tire give on those things when you do that. Of course, they're going to light up real easy. There's no sidewall forgive. And you know, they think they got power and they don't. Put a regular tire on there, try to light it up, and you know, they don't light them up that way. But yeah, he was pleased with it anyways in the powder coating. I got some more cylinder heads that came in. The guy needs a valve job on it. Guides. I got to put the guides in. I'll show you how I do that here. Everything's done on the bench top. If it gets real complicated, right now I'm getting ready to make a new machine. I'm not paying $21,000 for a valve cut machine. You know, for valve seats. I can build all that stuff. All you need is a good drill press, gear reducted. You don't want a belt drive. So I'm looking for an old 1940s or 1950s, a Craftsman one. They were gear driven, you know, with the gears in it. You know, you can get them around $300-400. It's almost like a Bridgeport head, you know. So, but it's going to have the 1-inch chuck on it. You want the 1-inch chuck. That way you can put all the adapters in it, you know, and stuff like that. With the taper, number 2 or number 3, I can't remember. Or is it a taper 1? I know it's a big taper I want. Not the real monstrous one, the one in between. I think it is a 2. But that's what I'm looking for. I don't care about the deck and the base because I'm going to build my own, you know. And I'll put my own motor in it. That way I can build it for the heads. That way when you get the heads in there and you got to go into the surface, the valve guides are always on an angle. So I'll build my own indexing plate, which is not hard to do. You know, machine some stuff up in there and put it on a ball bearing or something like that so there's no leeway, or probably a needle bearing. That'd work the best, needle bearing. A little more accurate. Ball bearing tends to move around a little bit. Needle bearing with the bushings pressed will keep it within a good tolerance, less than 5. Yeah, I'll have to keep that from 5 to 3 tolerance. That's how close that would be. I'll talk to my buddy Sean, see if he can machine me up some things. So I got to talk to him because I need some for doing the valve lifters for my dial indicator. I need a piece of brass or aluminum. You can buy them, but I just use my stock, talk to a buddy, and give him a gift card. You know, he'll knock it out for me. I'll supply the material. All I need is the machine time. He'll put it up in the machine, run it down real quick, and done. You know, I'll give it back to me. I'll cut off where I want it to cut off, and what I want to do with big blocks, at least that lifter bore size. And then I'll do another one, find out what the bore size is on like Fords, because I work on a lot of Fords, Chryslers, and Chevys. I got a guy with a Buick nailhead coming in. That's going to be in the fall 22. He's going to pull it out, he said, in the fall. He said he's going to leave it in there for 1 more year because he's gathering all the parts that we're assuming it's going to need. I know it's going to need valve guides. He's been popping a little bit of oil. I popped the rocker off on the top there and took the spring pressure off and just grabbed that valve, and it just does this. It's like, ooh. So what I did is I put a banana seal on it. They call it, just when I push on. I said, this will at least stop it up so it ain't smoking so much. And it worked. It worked. But the guide does need replaced. And it had umbrella seals on it, which are these darn things right here. They're just little cups. It goes on the top. But, you know, we need to put some good positive ones on there, Valtrons. And, you know, it'll work out a lot nicer. Got some new tools coming in. Ordered a Newton torque wrench for Newtons, because some of these other engines are coming out are not inch, they're not foot, they're Newtons. So I had to order a new torque wrench for Newtons. I guess you can do the math. There's a calculator online for you to figure that stuff out. But Newton's torque wrench. I guess it's mostly for German engineering. I'll find out. But at least I'll have it. One of my buddies needed it for working on their Beamer or whatever the hell they work on, or Saabs, you know. When I owned my exhaust shop, that was the Midas out there in Medina. I owned my shop out there. We had all kinds of weird cars that come in. I used to enjoy telling them when a Saab rolled in. Let me tell you the Saab story. Because their exhaust systems were one piece, and they, at the time, they were over $1,600. And so one-piece exhaust. I mean, I can cut it up, make it work to what I want to do, but if you want it correct, you got to order it, and then you had to wait for it to come in, and then we could install it, and then do the stud job on the manifolds and all that crap, and install the new donuts and things like that. I think that was the worst one that had a one piece, and it was a, duals and everything like that with the cans already on it. And the UPS guy was bitching the whole time. Like, oh, damn thing was just rattling all around my truck. At the time, that was way back in the 80s. But, yeah, things have changed since then. Any hoot and holler. Just want to give you a heads up. Government pulled in my driveway today. The Census Bureau. Government. I don't know what they're up to, but I keep throwing them things away. Well, I told them that too in the driveway. I said, why are you bringing this to me? I says, it's a joke. I said, I did it last year. You got my information. Nothing's changed. He said, well, there's new questions on there. How much do you spend here? How much do you spend there? How much on gas? How much on electric? It's like, what? Well, that's none of your damn business. You're the government. Why don't you just frickin' call up my company and they'll tell you everything. You know who we use. Not stupid. And also they wanted my cell phone number. And they said you have to do this thing online. Now you got my IP address? I mean, they got it anyways. I mean, spies and all that crap. It's just more ways of the government sneaking in on you, So, I'm not for all this. Them prying into your private life and stuff. Then I hear up in the hill that they're fighting some sort of bill about these people over $40,000 or something like that in your bank account, and you're going to be double taxed or something like that in your investments and what you buy. They want to know my bank accounts. No. I'm not going to comply. That's not your damn business. Now I know why the old men, mason jars in the backyard, mattress full of money, houses with money in the walls because they had hiding it from the government. Are we going backwards? Big time. Here I go. I told you I wouldn't go political. That's what it's heading to. So anyways, I'll leave it off at that. Bad enough they're messing with my gun laws and things like that. When are you going to realize it's people that kill people, not guns? That's just an instrument. Figure it out. Just like immigrations. Listen, you want to come to this country? Like if I want to go to their country, you go to the port, you fill out the paperwork. If you're a bad guy, you're not welcome. Or a bad girl. They're both out there. MSR 18 or 20 or whatever they call these gang members went all the way up there north and killed all them women and bolted back down to the border. That's all on you, U.S. government. Yeah, that's Happy Joe there. Anyways, people are idiots. The ones jumping the border, those are criminals. I'm sorry. That's criminal activity. And it needs to be dealt with in a criminal way, in a law enforcement way. And those who stand in the way, I'm sorry, that's, what's the word I'm looking for? Especially up there in Wisconsin after that fool. I mean, I don't think that was just an idiot. But I think there might have been something attached to that. I don't know. It all depends what word you get out of his mouth. Somebody turns him loose for $1,000 and he has a rap sheet, domestic violence, beating women, and drugs and guns. And that's a bad guy. What the hell's he doing out on the street? I don't get it. I'm changing my tone. Anyways, well, I'm going to let you all go. But I'm going to keep building, keep doing what I do best. And, I got more to say, but I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say anything. Just a pain in the ass. People are a pain in the ass. Try to be nice to someone and they disrespect you. And, you got friends when they invite you in your home, and ask you to sit down and have a cup of coffee, just bullshit. I don't get that very often. Come in there, do what you need to do, and get out. Okay. Ain't no friend of mine, that's for sure. Anyways, I know people are scared with this pandemic, but it's still a pandemic going on. I understand that. But you stay the hell away from them, wear your mask, just like I have been doing, and I haven't gotten sick. I don't congregate like that. When I do, I keep my distance, and I always make sure I Lysol thing, keep clean. You know, I wash my hands. Of course, it's hard to when they're greasier than hell. You know, so some other friends, you know, making promises to me, and then up and one day just left and never to be heard from again. It's like, wow, really? Wow. Nothing like getting used, you know? But yet I got those other friends out there I got to tip my hat to. They come over and ask me if I need help or something like that, and even if they're far away, you know, hey, Dave, next time I'm in town, I'm going to come by there and help you out, so make sure you save some work for me. It's like, damn it, that's awesome. Because that's what I do, you know, with people, you know. It's like when I come up that way, I'm going to make sure I stop in and make sure you got something for me to break or weld up for you, so I at least feel better coming up there, you know, or down there or whatever. I'd rather do that. And I want to go see my buddy Glenn in Nova Scotia. That's a hell of a trip, but, you know, now there's the border closed up. See, I'm still talking. I'm just going to shut the hell up. And those of you who think you're better than anybody else, kiss my ass. Kiss my ass. And those of you who make promises, say you're going to be there, and then turn around and just piss off, you know, kiss my ass again. I don't give a damn. You're done in my book. You're garbage. And those of you who come over here, sit down, ask for help. I got one, he lives down the street from me, and I'll tell you what, he's a good guy. And he's, you know, anytime I need help, I just call him, I guess. You know, these people I know, some of them rich idiots, you know, they're foolish. They're foolish. But, yeah, it's okay. That's their way of dealing with things, and I don't know. I just try my best to stay humble and make sure I keep my face in my book. There's times I work here in the shop and just stop and read a passage. I mean, you guys call it daily bread. I just read my Bible. I mean, it's basic instructions before leaving Earth. Bible. So you better have a clue. It's dry heat in hell here. So, another reason why I'm making this video, my back's hurting, so good time to sit down and just chat with y'all. So you have a blessed one, and keep an eye on each other. That's all I can ask for. And how do they say that? Keep your nuts in the vise. What's that other one? I always enjoy red green. Red green, yeah. If they don't find you handsome, they'll find you handy. Keep your stick in the ice. I guess that's another Canadian saying. All right, you guys. Peace out, and you guys have a good one. All right? If you need something, hey, come on by. I'll do my best to help you out. You know, right now it's just since June, and we're already heading for Christmas. You know, it's I've been laid up that long. That's pretty bad. I've never been laid up that long, even when I got hurt real bad. Shot that one time. I mean, later.